Kuki militants continue attacks in Imphal East since Christmas Eve, leaving 3 injured, including a journalist, amid escalating clashes with security forces. Chief Minister N. Biren Singh calls Kuki militants' attack in Imphal East cowardly. Amju and EGM condemn attack to journalists. And statewide 24-hour shutdown in Manipur disputes normal life, demands justice for killing of youth and release of arrested individuals. Hello and welcome. You're watching ISCOM English News and I'm Ruby Unkai with you. Now let's take a look at the news in detail. The ongoing firing between Hills-based militants and security forces in Imphal East, which began on Christmas Eve, has escalated, with the number of injured now reaching 3. Today morning, after a brief pause, the gun battle resumed and a video journalist from a local TV channel, Lema Pokpam Kabichandra, was wounded. He sustained a bullet injury to his left thigh during the attack on Thamna Pokpi located in Imphal East. He was quickly transported to Roch Medicity for medical treatment. Since Christmas Eve, alleged Kuki militants have been launching attacks from the hilltops of Kangpokpi district, targeting peripheral areas such as Sanasabi and Thamna Pokpi. Security forces have been responding forcefully to these assaults. Just the day before, 2 people, including a police officer, were injured during the firefight in Sanasabi village. The situation remains tense as both the militants and security forces continue to clash in the region.
Noi akoi gi lai jari ba akoi gi ngakpiri ba khulla si lai si akoi gi mateng ki dai pangbiu sar request to biyo ha akoi request to jar matam da makoi le kari ba ta tabi ki dana khopi ki dana ngasi ba da lai jarak mani ngarang maksu akoi setai force akoi ga mangok dai thek na ga mukhat na ga akoi ga tawnai akoi gi lakjari ba akoi gi manipur force si da makoi na chatpai hai ba gi gasma gari si mo da sang na lambi si da phaijala thambi re hai re ga akoi gi lakjari ba akoi gi state force ji bu makoi le kashu thawai bi da ba kashu thawa sabi da ba kashu moi na usit bi da ba hai ba force sing ji da akoi gi Dagi mi akoi gi lejari ba asau asang sem oigera akoi gi memele oigera amo oigera ngasi ba akoi gi stage la pire rega de 24 dagi na 29 ji la pachi mata manung stage da akoi sida akoi gi damak ta awa ba sida kai su ubi da ba ubi na mati yai adu bu akoi gi imang sida lepi rega noi gi damak ta khoi leidine noi gi damak ta khoi leidine haibi ma pi ma pa oiba sing do kana mak ta lapi ba du legi da bani akoi yamna ware hujik di isa ai shooting ki bu hona gadra lekai gi bu hona gadra ma laiba ki bu hona gadra chu da ba su ya de nom da ba su ya de adu ki mati awa mayok na bhai badu oire adagi ngarang maksu laiba ngam dana sana sabi hai basi dagi commando laiba jingjina akoi gi state force jinga changbi re hairaga akoi gi isit inaw jingjina laiba asol ana kari kra se wanda ba yaurai adagi tusal la pa yaurai pakhat tana makoi gi masaj tension lai tana makoi atukki mati awana ba awa ba hai badu oire ma matung jai sida akoi gi state force jinga changbi re hairaga ima isa asol ana kari kra lai ko lai kairo lai kai da laiba jingdo makoi awa ba mateng pangbi re hairaga mafam saba da mo na sefgar oiba tawjamani akoi aduki matiki aigi inang maktada aigi imang maktada no mai na tapaga no mai na palaga mo no mai na marudu takkiba matamda akoi chen thoraga leigi badi yai tawba da akoi takkiba matamda di leikai si karana ngakpi gani na haina matamda sida akoi isana awaba du leiraga akoi na kunje ngakja bane akoi na kanja bani akoi na ngasi ma akoi chep ai ba jaga da mafam jaba jaga da leiruraga seluraga mafam jaba jaga da leigi badi yai adubu akoi takkiba matamda leikai si lamdam je leibak si kanana ngakpi gani haina kallama matung dai da solaba upai leitraba ikai angoi na haina da mirolaba masa chen ma ngamoi da ba anaba jingdu kaktang mafam jaba thai doga khara na ha oiba sengni da i kharaga seliba akoi si leikai si bulamdam si idai bak si bungak na bagi damakta leiba khun ngak pa icha ning si bungak na bagi damakta leiba miyaw si bungak na bagi damakta khoi si nang mafam cha na ngasi bau leng da leibani akoi isa makta lai mani keswar gani ima ise bo jang jin noi mafam sabra thaido bom nongmai sina bom sina masing dangda kai thadrak pa matamda ikok sina lara ka sakki matamda huisa makta yagi yum mana ko de bom ma che tari bani adubu akiba kai adu kaw thu e herega isa jing la iba leiri ba ima isa khoi je kalmina da ya de sira se mina ba tare hing ma hing mina ba tare haidana lam da gi lakpi ba maya pai bi maya ma lam dam da gi lakpi ba isil inau isa jing kaya mana akhoi gi damak ta matiang pangbiraga moi gi miyang makhada laijari ba akhoi lam dam si leiri ba khoi si punjan na lega lam dam se akhoi ngasi ba hujik pa ngasi bo dingak chari bani.
Chief Minister N. Biren Singh condemned the firing incident, describing it as a cowardly and unprovoked attack on innocent lives. He strongly criticized the indiscriminate firing by Kuki militants at Sanasabi and Thamnapokpe in Imphal East, which resulted in injuries to both civilians and security personnel. The Chief Minister stated that the attack was an assault on peace and harmony. He assured that adequate security forces have been deployed to the affected areas and that the injured were receiving necessary medical care. He also called for calm and unity in response to such challenges, emphasizing the importance of coordination and understanding between central forces and state police in handling such situations. The All Manipur Working Journalists Union AMJU and the Editor Guilds Manipur EGM has strongly condemned the recent attack on journalists who were covering a firing incident in the region. In a joint statement, both organizations expressed deep concern over the deliberate targeting of journalists, highlighting that the incident occurred despite the journalists being visibly marked with press vest. According to the statement issued by the AMJU and EGM, the journalists were on the field reporting on the firing incident when they came under attack. They were wearing blue-colored vests, clearly printed with the word press to identify themselves as media personnel. However, despite their clear identification, it is reported that militants fired upon the journalists with sniper rifles, endangering their lives. The statement called the incident not only unfortunate but also highly alarming, as it demonstrated a blatant disregard for the safety of the media. A statewide 24-hour shutdown in Manipur called by the Joint Action Committee JAC to demand justice for the killing of a youth on December 14 disrupted normal life, particularly in the capital today. The shutdown, which began at 6 p.m. today, will continue until 6 p.m. of tomorrow. On December 14th, Manipur police commandos reportedly killed 16-year-old Laishram Priyam and arrested 6 others during a gunfight at Salungpham Maninglekai in Thoubal district. The deceased, who was shot near Salungpham High School, later succumbed to his injuries at Raj Medicity Hospital in Imphal, officials reported. The JAC have also demanded the release of 6 persons who were arrested on the same day. The Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity, COCOMI, including its Students' Front and Women's Wing, has also extended support to the shutdown. The shutdown brought Imphal as well as other areas of the state to a standstill with passenger vehicles off the road.
Tabadora hat ki ba ngak pedusu atuba matam da mi hat pabu mate kya ba di pi hadna khoi miam na hajeri je sida tawba bansi da akhoi kor kombination sabot tawge bai wani loina loina na atugi bakha tarak pada hoji akhoi na nungai tawpna machi sarkar da kari ta su jection bide manipur sarkar da su jek bide bharat sarkar da su jek bide asumai sum taw dona akhoi metai bana machi adu hat na dum lo salagadra haiba che khoi jam chingna jai.
Former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh was cremated with full state honors in the presence of top dignitaries from India and abroad today. Manmohan Singh's funeral pyre was lit by his eldest daughter Upender Singh at Ningambot Ghat in the national capital amid the chanting of religious hymns. Before the mortal remains of Singh was consigned to flames, the security forces gave a 21-gun salute to the former Prime Minister. The last rite was performed in the presence of President Draupadi Murmu, Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, besides top leaders of the Congress, including party chief Mallikarjun Kharge and leaders Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. A joint team comprising Manipur Police, Assam Rifles, Forest Department and an executive magistrate successfully carried out a poppy destruction operation in the T. Langhoi Mall area of Churachampur district. During the operation, authorities destroyed 7 acres of poppy plantations. An FIR has been registered and efforts are underway to identify and apprehend those responsible for cultivating the illegal crops. This action is part of ongoing efforts to curb illegal drug production and trafficking in the region. A fire tragedy occurred late last night in Imphal East Kurai Konsam Lekai, where a two-wheeler caught fire at the back of a house. The house owned by one Konsam Prafullo was affected by the blaze. The incident took place around 11 p.m. and immediate action was taken by Manipur Fire Services to prevent the fire from escalating further. Unfortunately, no casualties was reported and the situation was brought under control swiftly by the fire services. Authorities are investigating the cause of the fire. The Kanglei Park Students Association KSA Mayai Lambi Zonal Council has launched a 45-day free coaching class for students preparing for the upcoming Class 10 and 12 BOSEM and COSEM examinations. The coaching program is being held at N. Tom Chow Higher Secondary School. Over 150 students enrolled in the free coaching program on its first day, which began at 10 a.m. The initiative aims to provide extra academic support and guidance to students, particularly in key subjects needed for the board exams. The KSA Mayai Lambi Zonal Council, under the leadership of its president, has dedicated itself to ensuring students receive quality support during this critical period. A civic action program was organized by the 86th Battalion CRPF at Kumji Part 5 village in Noni district under the leadership of Dr. Bipul Kumar, IG Manipur and Nagaland Sector CRPF and the supervision of Shri Saurav Kumar Chaudhary, Commandant of 86th Battalion CRPF. The program saw active participation from the villagers, including the chairman of Kumji Part 5 village. The event began with a solemn tribute to the late Dr. Manmohan Singh, former Prime Minister of India, as part of the national mourning. Following the homage, solar street lights were distributed to the villagers of Kumji Part 5, a gesture aimed at improving the quality of life in the area. A meeting was also held with the youth and villagers to discuss the community's need and the role of the CRPF in fostering positive relations. Saurav Kumar Chaudhary, the commandant of 86th Battalion CRPF, addressed the gathering and reiterated the significance of the program. He expressed his gratitude to the villagers for their warm reception and explained that the distribution of solar street lights was intended to enhance the village infrastructure, improve living standards, and cultivate goodwill between the CRPF and the local community. The chairman of Kumji Part 5 village, along with the public, expressed their appreciation for the CRPF's initiative. They thanked the battalion for the valuable contribution and hope that such programs would continue in the future, further strengthening the relationship between the security forces and the local population. The 08th Battalion of the Central Reserve Police Force CRPF organized a civic action program at Muslim Ward No. 2, Chingning Khol, Bishnupur, to address local needs and strengthen ties between security forces and the community. The event, attended by local officials and villagers, was graced by chief guest S.H. Chandra Shekhar, Commandant of 08 Battalion CRPF, along with S.H. Sanjeev Chaudhary, second in command. Sports items including volleyballs and footballs and water purifiers were distributed to the villagers. The program aims to foster cooperation, enhance community relations, and promote trust between the CRPF and the local population. The event was lauded by local leaders for its positive impact on the community's well-being. Let's take a look at the headlines once again. Kuki militants continue attacks in Imphal East since Christmas Eve, leaving 3 injured, including a journalist, amid escalating clashes with security forces. Chief Minister N. Bireen Singh calls Kuki militants' attack in Imphal East cowardly. Amju and EGM condemn attack to journalists. And statewide 24-hour shutdown in Manipur disturbs normal life, demands justice for killing of youth and release of arrested individuals. That is all the news we have at the moment. Thank you for watching ISCOM English News. Stay tuned as more news updates will be coming up at 8 p.m. Until then, have a good evening.